If it's dry, it must be licked. If it's wet,
it must be licked.
it must be licked. If it's not supposed to be licked,
It must be licked.
it must be licked.
Sometimes when the world is so sunny and people are a bore, I go to my shaded corner, my shaded corner. A place with all my favorite toys and games and movies and more. I go to my shaded corner, my shaded corner.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 57.
57.
We've been gone for 3 weeks.
We're sorry.
You thought we were done.
We're not.
I thought we were done.
Well, did you really?
It's been 3 weeks.
I asked to do it earlier this week. You said no.
You fell asleep.
You said you didn't want to do it that day. You're like, we record on Fridays.
Yes, but we were going to, and you were like, nah, we'll wait. I'm tired. That was the night you were tired. You were super tired. Last time we did an episode that you were super tired, you slept through it, and it was left to me and Marshall.
That was not a good episode.
Did you listen to it?
No.
And I will never. It couldn't have been good. And so we got a lot to apologize for. One, we were gone for 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Two, it was just me and Marshall. And that's more than enough. That's more than anyone should have to bear.
Did you?
And because of
just
that,
stand you and
we've
Marshall?
lost every listener, and this might as well be episode 1 because we're starting from scratch.
I don't think it's
we
that
got to
bad.
get the groundwork in, and
Oh,
we got to get
boy.
everyone back.
Oh,
everyone.
boy. Everyone.
Everyone. I have many pogs left. We'll
You
talk
do.
about that. I don't have as many as I did, but I got a few.
Just a few.
And, yeah. So, what have we been doing for 3 weeks?
Well, for 3 weeks? Oh, yeah. Well, we went to
We
the...
posted October 13th. Was
Okay.
our last post of the episode.
So, the end of October. Let's just sum up the end of October.
Just sum up what we did. What the
We went to the wedding / reception.
Yeah.
That was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, but she doesn't listen to this, so it doesn't matter.
No.
We only talk about the people.
Foam light sticks are fun. I've realized.
We still didn't figure out. Okay, so what was the saying? Light up your life or some shit like that?
Light up the floor.
That was what.
Come help us celebrate and light up the floor.
Yeah. So at some point in the middle of in the beginning of the night at our table, I noticed there are flats, flip flops. What were they? Shoes
Flats.
underneath my chair.
Yes.
I was like, I don't wear those. Don't. And I looked around, and everyone didn't have.
No.
Like they didn't belong to anyone. So I
No.
was like, why are they under here? So I looked under there, and there was a lightsaber.
I asked Alex, and he didn't know. Puck! Get out of there.
The dog is currently eating cat shit or urine out of the I was going to say urinal, but it's the cat litter box.
About to close that door. Anywho,
Sorry, Cinder was already in there.
I know.
She comes back smacking her lips.
That's so gross. Anyway,
Cat
Um,
gummies.
yeah, I asked Alex about the lightsaber. He smiled at me
Confusingly.
confusingly.
No, it didn't belong there. That place didn't clean up.
No.
Good enough.
They
'Cause
did
there
not
was
clean up under the
That was
tables.
someone's shoes from a previous
Yes,
thing.
and that was
and
some-
for some reason there was a lightsaber
Probably
under
a
there.
kid was there.
It was probably a bar mitzvah?
Could have been a bar mitzvah, but it probably was because there were
Those
kids
Jews
there.
love lightsabers.
Jewish people love Star Wars.
See? Doesn't everyone though?
That's true. Everyone does.
No, Jewish people like Spaceballs. It's from their people.
Well, Mel Brooks is a treasure.
So go ahead.
So foam light sticks are fun.
Okay.
I like them. Yeah, so that was the wedding. And then we went to New York City. Woo.
Woo! Why do we go to New York City?
We went to New York City to go to the place that is my true home that I feel
Israel.
is so beautiful, and I want to go back all the time, but it's far.
It's not that far. It was only an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't that far at all.
Hold on. Before we tell you, the tension is mounting in everybody. Like, where did you go? First of all, when you're driving to New York, we said New York. Did we say New York?
Yes, we said New York.
New York. I'm all over the place.
New York City, in particular.
I haven't had a Monster Day. This is my first one. I'm all over. So, we drive into New York.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's going smoothly. I've cut off 10, 20 minutes just because I'm really good at driving. Let's go with that.
Yeah, sure.
And we hit an easy pass. It's wide. My GPS is telling me that after the easy pass, I go left. Easy peasy. I can't get any further left, and there's cars over there, so I pull into the one easy pass.
Mm-hmm.
Soon as I get through that easy pass, what is directly to my left are Jersey barriers. They're the concrete barriers that prevent you from moving over. So, we couldn't get over, and there was no posted signs whatsoever. That added a half hour to our commute when we should have been there.
13 minutes.
Half hour.
It added
You don't
13
know.
minutes.
You weren't driving. Half hour.
I was
and
there
it
for the
ruined-
complaining.
It ruined the rest of the drive.
The 5-minute drive
The
after.
half-hour drive. We were stuck in traffic. There were cones.
For
There were cones
13
blocking
minutes.
a lane that could have gotten me passage. And I was like, no, I won't. But then I was like, I should have just fucking drove through the cones. There wasn't any cops around. What are they going to do?
It's
Just drive through the fucking cones and get on my way.
13 minutes, babe.
Half hour. It
It was definitely not
a half fucking hour.
That's a bold
And it
face lie
ruined
right
my
there.
life.
Bold face exaggeration.
My life
Yeah, you
ruined.
were so whiny.
It was look. Fuck New York.
That we
Except
were,
for the people listening. Fuck New York City, unless you listen there. And thank you for listening. But your city sucks.
We weren't even in New York City.
I don't know
at
where
that
we were.
point.
We were probably. It
We
was
were
like
in Jersey. We were in Jersey City.
Were we in Jersey?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because we never actually drove into Jersey.
New York. We never drove into
We
New
never
York
knew
City.
drove into New York. So yeah, fuck Jersey. There's no reason that anyone ever needs to be in fucking Jersey. It's the worst place ever.
We apologize to any New Jersey listeners right now.
I mean, Mark understands. And I don't know if Justin still listens, but he knows I have love for his little shop in Jersey. But, like, if you're, like, move out. It's a terrible place. It's a terrible place. I hate Jersey.
For a terrible place, we're there quite a bit.
It's because there's specific places in it. If I could just, like, somehow get there without going through Jersey.
Driving
it'd be
in
great.
Jersey is horrible, yes. Driving in Jersey is horrible.
Well, how are you going to get there otherwise? I don't got a helicopter.
No, we don't. So unfortunately, we do have to we do have to live through driving and all quite a bit.
All the best places that I toy shops,
Cowboy Junction.
Cowboy Outfitters, the Cowboy Junction.
I really like diners. Sonic.
That wasn't okay. So we stopped at Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't impressed.
I love Sonic.
You know, Checkers is better.
I had a great slushie. Nobody makes slushies.
7-Eleven makes slushies.
Not as good as that.
It was just a regular slushie with some nerds in it.
It was really good.
Here's a tip. Go to 7-Eleven, get your slushie, and then go down the candy aisle and pick up some nerds, and put said nerds in your slushie.
They don't have
And
a
voila.
blue coconut slushie like Sonic.
No one wants blue coconut slushie.
That was amazing.
It wasn't. I had it. I was unimpressed.
You don't like coconut, so I don't care about your opinion.
No one should like coconut.
I don't care about your opinion. It was delicious.
I like Samoas. Samoas. Remember, we want to be...
Samosas are the Indian pocket.
What?
They're called caramel delights.
Samosa. Samosa, isn't that a drink? That's a drink.
No, mimosa is the drink.
No, that's a tree.
It's also a drink.
But We got to be politically incorrect and call a cookie a Samoa.
Caramel. No, they're actually called caramel delights.
No, they're called. I had boxes that said Samoas still.
Yes, when they were politically correct, they were called caramel delights.
And they went
And they went back.
because that's the correct name. It's a Samoa.
Yes.
Why they call it a Samoa, I'm not entirely sure.
I don't know either. Caramel delights make more sense.
Yes, but Samoa makes the cookie taste better
Why?
because it's a fact. You know what they say? Data.
That's
Data.
stupid.
Nope.
You don't have any data.
It makes the cookie taste better. Data.
That's not data.
It is.
It's not data.
It is data.
You don't have a survey. Nothing's
I
on
surveyed
paper.
me and myself and all my taste buds, and they came back
This
saying,
not
we
an
got
accurate-
some data for you.
Not.
This shit is better when it's called Samoas.
It's not.
Or samosas, mimosas,
Your-
flomosas, fofosas.
Your data collection sample.
My data collection is just fine. Don't worry about my data collecting. All right? I can collect anything I like. All right? My data is on point.
You're being ridiculous right now. Your data collection pool is way too
Well, I don't even know how
small.
you said data that time. We're going to have to run that back. But don't worry. I collect with the best of them. Here, welcome to my toy collection.
You're
Collection corner. That's what this is going to be called now.
You're a collect hole.
What? What was that even supposed to be? Now you're just making shit up.
Yeah, because you're not.
You're a shushaberdooter. Take that. Yeah, that's right. Take off your earrings. It's been 3 weeks. You don't know how to do this shit no more. Come on. You still got your other earrings over here.
It's not like I don't do this every time.
Yeah, but it's been 3 weeks. And now
So?
you just leave it. And now it's just quiet time on the podcast that I'm not editing out. And you're making the listeners feel uncomfortable. And they're
Am I?
They're reminiscing about
You're
your
definitely
collecting.
you're definitely filling the void with your random talking. That monster's hitting you different tonight. I don't know what it is, but your randomness.
I haven't
is
done this in a while,
thorough.
and I haven't been able. Like, I had classes all week, so I haven't really expressed myself. So I have 3 weeks
Worth of bullshit.
of bullshit
tapped in
that I
there?
haven't been able to release. And have you not shit for a long time? And when you go, it goes. It just spews out of
It's
you.
definitely going.
Well,
You're
it's
definitely spewing.
It's dripping all over the place. Anyway, 30 minutes ago, we started talking about the place we went to. So if
Yes.
you want to start.
Should I do it day by day?
It doesn't matter. We didn't do much the first day.
Well, we went to what's that park called?
Something with a bell.
It's like, so in Jersey City, right across from New York, right across the river, there's a park that's sits a little bit higher than the skyline, and
No, there's a cliff.
oh, there's a cliff, yeah.
It doesn't sit higher than the skyline.
No, it sits like right on the skyline,
Yeah.
and it's such a beautiful view. So the first night we went to Sonic because I really wanted to go to Sonic.
Right.
And then we drove back, and then we took a walk to the park. So our Airbnb was in Jersey City, right across the river.
Mm-hmm.
Our Airbnb was okay.
I mean, the view is spectacular.
The view is spectacular.
No, from the Airbnb.
Oh.
Especially when I lifted up the fucking blinds and it was siding of the house 4 inches away from us.
We didn't get the Airbnb for the view. We got it because there was buses that ran to New York City right around the corner. You could have taken the ferry, which was like a 5-minute drive, a 10-minute walk. That's why we got it. We got it for the location, and that was all.
Okay. So
and because it
continue.
came with a parking space, which, by the way, the Airbnb said the parking space was on premises. It definitely was not on premises.
No. It wasn't. She lied about a bunch of things.
Yeah.
Did she ever email you back? You never
I
emailed her.
never sent the email, even though it was it was just petty. And I was like, you know what? It's dumb. You can't change your reviews anyway once you give them to Airbnb, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like I mean, the place was big. The place was fairly big. It was a place to sleep. It was fine. So we went to New York City the next day. We
Right.
took the ferry over, which was awesome.
I've never been on a ferry.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice. It was really nice.
It was really nice.
One, I like being on the water. I've only been on the water in like a kayak, so being on big water. Well, it wasn't
Being
big
on a
water, but a big boat on
water.
was nice. And I mean, the cityscape is good. It's nice. I don't like cities,
Mm-hmm.
but if I put in my head like it's the opening to like Perfect Strangers or something, and I put myself in that mind state of like 80s sitcoms where you see the thing, it's nice.
Yeah, the beautiful skyline, and the ferry's easy. It goes like right up to Manhattan. So
Right. It was what, $8?
$8.
Which was worth it. I
Yeah,
think.
it was a good way to travel. So we went there and then we walked. We did 30,000 steps that day.
Yep.
7 miles. We walked 7 or 8 miles ish.
Yep.
And we went to the Harry Potter store. The
Yes.
Harry Potter World store first, and it was amazing. One laundry list of things that I loved about it. One, I love the layout of the store. So when you walk into the store, when you first walk in, it's like a room with just their merchandise for the New York Harry Potter store. So they have like a limited collection of stuff you can just buy at the store.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have one of the hoodies I wanted in my size, whatever, it's fine. But once you walk in the middle of the store, there's a staircase. So the store is 2 floors. And the staircase is Dumbledore's staircase, like the staircase you would take to his office from the book.
Okay.
And it spins. So I was talking to somebody since I haven't been to Universal yet, which I'm still kind of angry about, but that's okay. They told me that the office, even in Universal, the eagle that's in the middle doesn't even spin.
Right.
That's
I
unique to
forget
the store.
Who said that? We were with someone. I don't know. It don't matter.
Alexa told us that.
Did she?
So that's really cool. And that's right in the middle. And then they have a whole wall of wands. Now, they have wands that you can buy from a bunch of the movie characters, including Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which is awesome because I didn't think that they would have those particular wand collections, but they did.
Why wouldn't they have every wand collection? But continue.
But that was really cool. And then they have house wands, which is unique to that store. The house wands collection that we saw, and they had the most beautiful Ravenclaw wand. Her diadem,
Duodatum?
duodatum.
Her
No.
duodatum.
No, her
Her
Ravenclaw's
duodatum.
diadem, which is a crown.
By...
You okay there?
What the fuck? Johnette Crankle.
Jeanette Crankle. Harry Potter's written by who, babe?
Johnette Crankle.
Good job. And like those wands were beautiful. So they had like 2 to 3 custom wands for each Hogwarts house. Those were really cool. And then they have like a little honeydew cellar where they sell like chocolate frogs and Bertie Bott's every flavored beans and ornaments. That was awesome. And then downstairs, you pointed this out, and you were pointing it out every 5 seconds. I knew what you were talking about, but you said, look at the snake.
Pointing it out every 5 seconds?
When we walked downstairs, you're like, look at the snake. Look at the snake, babe. Look at the snake.
Yeah, but like I said it twice.
You said it like 4 times.
I said it like twice
Said
because
like
that's
4
something to
times.
take a picture of. It was fucking massive.
It was.
And you took a bad picture of it. You took it straight on. You got to get it from an angle. You're not a photographer, I understand. But you could have used that, and I could have taken a picture with you and everything. Also, to cut you off. So I post a picture every time we're recording, right? Episode whatever. Here we go. So I go to post it, and it says, this caption looks similar to others that have been reported. Episode 57, ... Underway, ... We're back, bitches. I'm going to get flagged for saying bitches. So I'm going to share anyway. Let's see how this works.
Let's see if we get flagged.
One of you is going to report me, and the account's going to get shut down. We're back, bitches. What? Seriously, I'm talking to all the fucking female dog listeners out there. You got a problem with that? This is a dog podcast. If you haven't figured it out by now, move the fuck on. Go ahead.
Okay. Anyway,
Tonight's episode is sponsored by Monster. It makes your brains go to goo.
All right. So anyway, through the whole basement, Nagini runs, which is that snake, and like you can hear Parcel Tongue on loop downstairs. I don't know if you caught that, but the snake was basically talking.
Parcel tongue? Is that where
snake language?
UPS talks to you. You just hear, your parcel has been delivered. Here you go.
Snake language.
We have lost it. Or our mailman. I delivered it. I don't know how you didn't get it.
Snake language. So that's downstairs.
That's snaky McHiss. That's what snakes talk. It's literally called snaky McHiss.
You're so full of crap tonight. Okay.
Tingy tongy flu. That's what it is, all right?
That's what you're talking right now. Tingy tongy flu. And then so there's a lot of movie props in the store. So like actual props they used in the movie. Like they had Death Eater masks. They had the egg from the Goblet of Fire. They had the ring, Marvolo Gaunt's ring from Deathly Hot. Like that was really cool. And then it's like the little dorky things that only Harry Potter nerds would really understand.
Yeah,
so the bathrooms. So the bathrooms are tiled in green, this like green, almost fluorescent-y tile. And what's cool about that is in the movies, the entrance to the Ministry of Magic is in a bathroom.
Okay.
And to go to the Ministry of Magic, you have to like stand at the toilet and flush, and you get to go there. But it's the same green tile as the movie, which is really cool. And like they have the flying books, and it's just they have a room that's like wallpapered with the Marauders map on the floor, and then Sirius Black's family tree on the walls. Mm-hmm. It's just that all those little like nods to the movie is just the books and the movies is just it makes my soul happy. It makes my soul very happy. Good. And then the butterbeer. The butterbeer was so good.
I'm still annoyed you didn't tell me they had ice cream.
I didn't realize it till after we left.
Because we went through the whole thing. We picked up the duodwatum for Alexa. And you're like, oh, it's so beautiful. I need it. Mind you, I was looking at the Hiffle one. Because that's the room, the boarding house I'm in. And it was just like this weird carved, dented badger, beaver. And
you're saying so many wrong things.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Crankle. I'm helping.
So many wrong
and
things.
And as I'm stabbing, that's how you use wand. You stab. It's like a sword. You stab. And so we go through the whole fucking shop. We pick up the duodwatum first, and then we're shopping. And you're like, oh, it's so pretty. I'm like, babe, do you want me to buy you one? But I have enough wands. Do you? Yeah. And then we go through. We're there for like 2 hours.
It was an hour and a half.
We were there for like 2 hours. And hold on. My computer's doing some shit. There we go. We're there for 2 hours. And we're standing in line. We're going through line. Do you want it? I'll go get it. It's literally right there. No. I don't want it. Then we check out. And then you're like, I kind of want it. So then I was like, just fucking get your beer. And I went out and I stood in the line again, which wasn't long. So it wasn't that big of a deal. Then I paid for it. But
I didn't know they had ice cream until we were taking pictures outside and like I could see it through the glass.
Okay.
So I'm sorry that I didn't tell you they had ice cream, but I didn't realize it then.
Okay.
So That was the amazingness that is the Harry Potter store in New York. I highly recommend, if you are a Harry Potter fan, I highly
And in the
recommend
area.
it.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you have the opportunity to go to the Harry Potter Land World thing in one of the studios,
In Universal or
that's
California.
probably going to be better.
Yeah. But it's still worth a visit. It's definitely still worth a visit.
I mean, I enjoyed it. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't care. I think it was cool to have the movie props there.
Yeah, that was really awesome.
I didn't expect to see that. I didn't know what they were, and I didn't care either. But it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
It looked cool. But as we were walking around, we walked around all fucking day. As we were walking around, I had brought Pogs, our business cards. And I'm just like throwing them down in the city. I don't have stickers, so I'm not slapping any stickers. I haven't done that in fucking forever. And so I'm just throwing Pogs down. And you notice, after I've given out like 30, you notice, like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm putting down Pogs. And then you noticed everyone I put down afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't looking around because I was like, I'm not paying attention to people around me. I'm just throwing it here, throwing it there. And you're like, everyone was like looking at me weird. Take a Pog.
you got some weird looks from people, but
Take a Pog.
it's fine.
QR code that shit. And now you're listening to us.
Welcome to anybody we got through our New York City Pog drop. Yeah, so after that we went to a comic book shop.
Yeah, so I like to give my money to smaller places.
Mm-hmm.
I can order from big places. Like Midtown's up there, it's a huge place. But I like Forbidden Planet. It's a smaller shop. I do it online. They get all kinds of shit that I need, and I just order from them. And they're really cool because they give you, like, free comics. Like, they'll just throw some shit in there, some stickers, anything else in here. And it's nice. So I end up giving them where, like, the big shops give you a little discount. I just pay
A little
the
more
full
money, yeah.
the full price and help out. So it's like, while we're there, I want to go visit the place. It was nice.
It was a nice
It
comic
was
book
very
store.
nice. The people in there were super fucking friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Greeted us at the door, chatted with us, all this other stuff. But everything I wanted to, like, I was thinking I was going to get a statue, but I didn't see any in there that I wanted. I saw a bunch of omnibuses that I wanted, but we were going to walk around all day, and I'm not lugging those around when I can just order them off their website.
Yeah.
But it was nice. I really enjoyed it. I wanted to see the place because I order from them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it was nice to actually see the place I'm ordering from.
And there was a bookstore next door.
Yes,
Do you remember the name of that bookstore?
the stand.
The Stand. So I brought in a bag
Yeah,
to work after.
yeah.
Somebody looked at the bag and they're like, you went to the best new bookstore in New York City.
I mean, they did have every fucking thing in the world.
That was a 4-floor bookstore.
Yeah. And what I was real pissed off about is there was the fourth floor was rare books, and it was
It was
closed.
closed.
Because
Yeah.
I would have bought one of those things. I don't fucking. Here's $1,000.
I really wanted
to.
to drop like $40 on one of those old leather-bound books that they had.
So did I, but I couldn't find anything I wanted.
I could have found something I wanted, but like that's
I found a
lot.
book I wanted, but I wasn't allowed to purchase. But anyway, I wanted one of those old leather bound. Like
You mean the breast book?
yeah, the boobs. So like the leather bound ones, I was looking for like poetry I liked, or like something from Darwin, or something like that. I couldn't find any of it.
I would have bought the Aesop's Fables, but it's okay.
You should have.
It's all right.
Wasn't it Aesop's Fables and like Grimm?
Hans Christian Andersen.
Yeah, I don't understand them two together.
They're both German writers.
But they're completely different.
It's both German fairy tales.
I know, but they're like different. Like when I think of Aesop's Fables, I don't like it's a different category. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Aesop's Fables is more like, you know, like not heartwarming, but like embracing. Where Christian Andersen is like, shit's dying. Like,
Hans Christian Andersen isn't as bad as like Grimm.
yeah, but it's still not as wholesome as Aesop.
That's true. I don't know. They're old books. They just put two German fairy tales together.
That's racist.
No, we're not talking about a race. We're talking about an ethnicity.
Race. Depends on who you ask and what time frame you ask. I'm just throwing it out there.
That's very true. True.
Anyway.
So we did that.
I would like to go back there, especially when that rare book. I will drop $1,000 to buy something rare.
Okay, we can. I would like to walk around some more. So after the bookstore, we went to Union Square Park. We sat down.
Yeah. We got something. What did we get?
We got sandwiches. Or water. We got water.
Yeah, I guess. I don't remember.
We got water. We walked through the farmer's market. We bought some art from like a street vendor.
Yeah, which wasn't his art.
Which wasn't his art, but they were nice
still
art
good.
pieces.
Yeah.
And then we decided to go back to the Airbnb for a little bit.
Right, because I needed a rest because I was exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't forget why I said that. Oh, I was like, because we were getting tired. I was like, why don't we go back to Airbnb, rest for a little bit, and then just go back out, have dinner, go see Times Square at night, all that other stuff.
Mm-hmm. And we did. We went back to Times Square at night, which was cool. Went to the M&M store.
Yeah, that's always. I love the M&M store.
It's cool. And
I love M&Ms.
And then the Hershey store, and just to see Times Square. I just like Times Square at night. It's all lit up.
I've never seen it in daytime. No, that's a lie. We have when we went to see Neil Gaiman.
Yes, we saw it during the day.
And we saw it at night when there was 1 billion people there.
Yeah.
There was not 1 billion people.
No, there was far less
very,
people this time.
Very thankful for that.
We went to dinner. Dinner was good.
Yeah. But so we went back to the Airbnb. We're resting. I think we ate we picked up sandwiches. We ate sandwiches there. And like I have the Citizens app. And like about 30, 40 minutes after we left Union Square, someone got shot in the leg. Like that was the ongoing thing with New York. Like after we left the place, about 30 minutes to an hour, someone was brutally injured at some point. I was like, that's not good.
No.
Because, so I didn't bring my gun because we wanted to go to the Met.
Yes.
We were thinking about going to the Met if we had enough time. Because that's what it was. We were going to work our way up to the Met.
Yes.
But then we were like, let's just take a break and we can go see it another time. I was like, you can't take a gun into the Met.
No.
So I was like, all right, well, let's go home. And then I saw all that. I was like, all right, well, we're going out tonight, and we're not going to the Met, so let's be a little bit more prepared.
You could be a little bit more prepared, yes.
But, yeah, that was interesting. A lot of half-naked black men in Times Square doing stuff for money. Mm-hmm. I don't know what they were doing for
They're
money.
Dancing.
I don't know.
Or street performers.
There was
also
two women in body paint.
Yes.
They were wearing pasties. Guys, don't get out of control. There were no nipples because those are offensive, evidently. Black men, they had nipples. I saw their nipples. I was offended by nipples.
No, you were not.
Nipples.
Okay.
That's all I had. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that was good. And then that was it. And then
we left early. But we took the
bus.
I don't even want to talk about that. We're not talking about the buses. Hate the buses.
Why?
I've taken the trains before. That's super fucking easy.
Why did you hate the buses? The buses were fine.
When we came back?
What happened when we came back?
When we were trying to get back to the fucking our Airbnb, and they wouldn't. We got on the bus, and they were like, "You can't get on the bus. You gotta go back."
Oh,
I don't want.
I blocked that out.
Yeah, good.
Because
we're
you
moving
threw
on.
a stupid hissy fit.
Yeah, I didn't throw a hissy fit. The motherfuckers need to just fucking take my money. It's not that fucking hard. $2.50. Take my fucking money. Whatever.
Hissy
Whatever.
Fit. Hissy
Whatever.
Fit. Hissy fit.
Whatever. It was the fucking Jersians. He was like, "You can't get on my bus."
You're such a hissy fit. But that was fine. Bus was fine. Your over dramatic. Yeah, so we took the bus, we came back, and then the next day we left early because it was pouring rain all day.
Well, we were going to leave early anyway because we got to get home, do stuff. Alexa was coming up. But another thing about the Airbnb. So there is parking on location. It was a block away on a different street. And then I'm like, well, I was talking to the woman when we first got there, and I was like, are we allowed to park there? It says driveway, which is weird. I've never seen a parking spot say driveway. So she was like, yeah, don't worry. They don't give tickets. And in my head, I'm like, did you just tell me to illegally park somewhere? Because if I get a ticket, bitch, you're paying for it. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that was weird.
I don't understand. And then she was like, oh, and by the way, you have to move your car before 10 a.m. tomorrow and be back by 12.
The only thing I will say is I'll give her credit for this. She did mention that on the Airbnb page, that there's
What?
street cleaning on Mondays.
Oh. Well, I didn't know that.
Okay, I sent you the Airbnb thing. You didn't read it?
I read it. But it also said that there was parking on location.
Which was a lie.
I didn't
I
see
agree
the
with
street
that.
cleaning thing.
Yeah, she did mention
But it
that.
doesn't matter. I spent $14, $16 to park in her garage for the day. I was fine with that because we drove down. Oh, we drove down.
Oh,
and then we
forgot.
parked in the parking garage. And then we went on the ferry, which was a beautiful experience. So the first night we get there, and we go down to this park. We see the beautiful city, and I'm like, you know what? We could get closer to the water so we can see the cityscape, because what it was is the park. It's a beautiful park, and it has viewing areas and a fence, but then it's a cliff. But down at the bottom of the cliff are buildings. It's the ferry. It's the port. It's the parking garage. Everything else. And I was like, there are people walking down there. There has to be a way to get down there from here. So we found a stairwell. We walk down the path to this stairwell. This stairwell is at the top of the cliff and leads to the bottom of it. I don't know how many feet, but it was about
12 or 13 flights.
If not more.
Yeah. It was about 13 flights of stairs.
So we're walking down, my knees cracking. I'm like, oh, we got to walk back up this.
Yep. That's
like-
what me and you both of us look at. We're like, oh, we're going to have to go back up these steps.
And then as we're walking down, we pass some people smoking pot. And I was like, whatever. It's what people do. So we walk down, whatever. And we're walking through. And then we get to the waterfront, and it's beautiful. We walk past some, like, kid play
Park, like little park areas.
park. And there's two high, drunk kids, like, not kids, but people who should know better, hanging out in one of the things, trying to get people to do stuff. Like, they're trying to egg people on. So I'm like,
Whatever.
I'll fuck you up, don't worry. But I didn't say anything. So we walked through. My knee is hurting. Was it my knee or my hip? I don't know. I'm an old man. So something was hurting. So we sat down, and we're enjoying beautiful, beautiful view.
It was a great night
Beautiful
outside.
night, clear, everything. And then we got to walk back. And mind you, we walked far that night, and we walked very far away from the staircase.
Yeah.
So we got to walk back. So we do. And then we just get to the staircase, and we look up. Now, it looked pretty bad looking down, but when you're already tired and you're looking up at 400,000 feet of staircase,
Exaggeration, but yes.
you're like, well, fuck me in the ass, because I ain't going to make it. And I was like, I ain't going to make it. And you're like, oh, I'm going to make it. I'm going to run up these fucking things.
I'm gonna go quick.
I'm going to take my time, and I still am going to be in pain. So I'm the tortoise. I'm walking up. Poe, you're the fucking rabbit. You're running. You're like, I got this. You're so excited. You're like, yeah. Probably the third.
Fourth flight in.
I'll give you that credit. I don't believe you, but I'll give it to you. You're like, I'm done. You're just done.
I was like, that was a mistake.
And like, I pass you.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, I can't do this. I'm not even halfway up, and I'm not. And I was like, those people smoking, they weren't hanging out. They had to take a breather. They weren't making it to the top. And then I look behind us, and there's this guy, got headphones on. He's walking up the path to get to it. I was like, this motherfucker has done it before. I know it. He has to have. He's got a heavy book bag on, headphones, and he's not even looking at it and pissing himself. I'd smell it. So he just starts walking up it. I was like, this motherfucker is not lapping me. I am going to beat him. Mind you, he's like 8 staircases away. And I'm like, fuck it. And I just power through. My legs are hurting. I can't breathe. I'm going to die. And all this other stuff. And I was like, he can't beat me. I got to the top. And I'm like, yeah, I did it. I did it. I look at you. You're like, and meanwhile, he just walks up nonchalantly, not out of breath, nothing. It just goes on its merry way. I make sure he's out of frame. And then I just collapse. I'm like, I'm done.
You bent over the side and you like spit hard and you're like
I couldn't breathe. My vision has gone. Everything. I'm dying. I'm literally dying on my feet.
But you beat the random man that probably does it every day, twice a day.
I was not going to let him beat me. That was not an option.
That man probably didn't give 2 shits about you.
Oh, hell no, he didn't.
He's just like, yeah, okay.
He didn't even pay attention.
Nope.
That don't matter. It was for me. I ain't let no fucking stranger beat me when I had like a fucking 8-flight head start. That's pathetic.
Okay. We need to buy a stair climber.
I just need to start walking again. I haven't really done that. I've been working on like weightlifting like before, but I used to always go on walks. I don't sleep when we're on vacation.
No.
I thought it was bad in Maine. It wasn't as bad.
It wasn't as bad as Maine.
There wasn't anyone playing basketball on an imaginary basketball court. Mm-hmm. But I didn't sleep well that first night. The second night I did.
I slept terrible the second night. I slept good the first night.
I just have the weirdest dreams. So.
Cinder!
And the second dog is now eating cat cakes out of the urinal. As she walks back, smacking her lips. The vending machine's full, guys. Head over. It's free.
Gross.
It's free and it's delicious.
So gross.
Chewy with a little bit of grit.
Cinder, no.
I'm going back for seconds. Well, actually, it would be thirds at this point.
Yeah.
Who needs to change the cat litter when the dogs just eat it?
Do you get your filthy mouth away from me, Cinder?
Liquor. Anyway. Okay, so what else? Is that it for New York?
That's it. We found a diner the next day, even though that was a pain in the ass.
Every diner was fucking closed. It's like 10:30 on a Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
And no diner was open.
But we found a really good one.
Yeah.
That one we did end up at.
We went and got bagels the first morning.
Yes.
And there was an old guy who stood through the whole line, ordered, waited, and then when his name was called, he walked up with his mask on. The lady who was doing it had her mask off. It was on her face, but she had it pulled down because it's annoying to wear that shit.
Also, she probably just needed to breathe. She was on a shift. Like, give her kind of some slack.
So he goes up to her, and he's like, he's been waiting there this whole time to say this. He walks up to her and is like, I have my mask on. You don't have your mask on. I'm not paying for this. And walks out.
And she was like, okay.
I'm like, dude, why didn't you just say that in the beginning? You waited for 15 minutes.
It was a crowded-ass bagel shop. He literally could have just not picked up his order, and that would have been that. Like, if you were so offended by her not wearing your mask, if you were so scared, if you had such a big problem with it, you didn't even have to say anything to her. Just walk out.
But you have to. See, this is day and age where you have to tell everybody everything.
It was just ridiculous. And she was just like, okay. Like,
the other thing I liked, every place said you had to wear a mask, except for the stand, the book place.
The book place.
It said masks optional.
Yeah.
I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Half the staff had it on, half of it didn't. I took mine off. I was like, fuck this.
I mean, I have no problems wearing a mask. It doesn't bother me, but
I wear it all the time. It's annoying. I like not wearing it. but I respect what they say. If you say wear a mask, I'll wear a mask.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
If you say I don't have to, then I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
We ate the bagels and a little one of those pop-up park things where they just put chairs out.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's just rolling a blunt right next to us. We met a pigeon that was sickly. So
Give him a piece of bagel.
all the pigeons flew away at once to one location, except this one raggedy-ass motherfucking pigeon. I was like, he had something. So after they flew away, he was still standing there right next to us looking at us. So I threw him a piece of egg. He ate that shit and then walked on like he was fine. So
You saw a sucker sitting there.
look, if there weren't a bunch of people around, I would have fed all of them.
I know.
I want to be the pigeon man.
Even though the pop-up park rules, I don't think the pigeons.
There's a lot of rules that no one fucking follows. I'm pretty sure you weren't supposed to roll a fucking blunt right then there, too. I don't know New York law, but I don't know if you can roll a fucking blunt.
In the middle of, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's true. That's true.
New York's filled with the smell of marijuana.
Yeah, everywhere.
Not
Everywhere we
just
went.
smoked, but, like, fresh.
Yeah.
You just
everywhere
walk
smelled
through
like
and you
pot.
smell, and it's good stuff. I didn't smell any bad marijuana.
No.
So they got the good shit.
Everywhere smelled like pot.
Yeah. They don't have, well, we didn't, maybe we were in the rich parts. There was no
We
skunk.
were in Manhattan. We didn't go anywhere that
There was no
wasn't
skunk.
Manhattan.
We didn't
so-
go to Staten Island.
No.
No. We didn't go to Shaolin.
No.
I wanted to hang out with my my Wu-Tang fellows. I'd fit right in.
Yes. Yes, you would.
They're a bunch of nerds.
I know.
Talk about comics, video games, shoot the shit. So, anyway, what you got? What
That was it for our New York trip.
I know, but what you got? Anything else? I'll talk about like the other things that we did. That
Trying to think of what else I wanted to talk about.
well, you think about that, and I'll go into the next one.
Go ahead.
So it's Halloween time. We watch Halloween movies. It was me, you, and Alexa, and she wanted to watch a scary movie. So I'm like, all right, there's lots. There's Rubber, there's Critters, there's Tremors, there's Rubber, there's a bunch of different ones. And you're going through HBO, and you come across The Evil Dead. And you're like, let's watch this. Because we're going to go to a show later that week.
We're going to go to the musical, yeah.
And you've never seen it.
No.
You saw Ash versus the Evil Dead,
Which
the
is-
TV show.
And I
And you
saw...
saw, I know, I'm getting to
Okay.
it. And you saw Army of Darkness, which is the third one.
Mm-hmm.
But you never saw the first one or the second one. And I was like, look, remember, I didn't pick this. This was you guys. You picked it. I don't know why you did. Because I was like, this is not a movie you guys are going to enjoy. But you were like, well, we're going to watch it. So we're going to see it later this week. So let's watch it. I'm like, all right. And then as the opening, like it just starts. So we're talking. We talked through the whole movie, which was fine. I was like, hey guys, have you? I don't know why I worded it like, have you ever seen a woman make love to a tree? Now you didn't know what was going on, but you later found out.
It was weird.
So, I mean, if any of you haven't seen it, watch it. I don't want to spoil it. I mean, when did it come out? In the late 70s, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's still in that time frame where you can't spoil something. 40 years or so. 30 years. I don't fucking know. And so we watched it. And what was your opinion of the movie?
It was very 80s campy, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible. I enjoyed it.
Did you?
I had like...
Did you enjoy it with, like, my commentary that helped you
Yes,
through it?
yes.
Okay,
If I
there's
was watching it
difference.
by myself, I wouldn't like it.
See, here's the thing. Here's another reason why I like those terrible movies. The commentary I tell you is also the commentary that's running in my head as I watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it makes it more enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
But
that makes sense. No, your commentary definitely helped, and it's a good movie to watch with other people. Just like Army of Darkness, though. When we watched Army of Darkness, we watched it with a bunch of people, and I liked it.
yeah, but everyone fucking talked through it, which annoyed me. Like they weren't talking about the like I've seen it a million times. If you want to talk through it, that's fine. If we're talking about the movie, but if you're having side conversations, leave.
Okay,
Like,
I understand your qualms, but yes, no, I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it.
I don't know how Alexa felt, but it's interesting.
For sure.
I like it. I always thought I liked the second one better because it actually leads into the next one, into the third one, because it does like a weird, soft reboot, redo. It's weird. It's kind of like Highlander and Highlander 2. I guess they did that back then. They just fucking rebooted and was like, let's go with this. But yeah, I don't know which one I like more. But anyway, so we watched it, and it got me more excited because we went with friends to go see something I've wanted to see ever since I knew about its existence. The Evil Dead musical.
Evil Dead, the musical, yes.
Yeah. And they have Splash Zone
Yes.
tickets where you sit in the front rows and you get blood and shit thrown on you.
Blood.
Well, it says in there
Yes.
anything. And I'm like, if you go see that, you have to get those tickets. They were a whole $15 more. It was $35 versus $20. Woo! And we got the third row all the way to the right. And I was like, looking at the seating chart, I'm like, God damn, I don't know if we're going to be that close. We got to this place in New Jersey, another Jersey, the Landis Theater, which is a very nice theater.
It was
It's
very
one of the.
cool.
It's not like it's like an old
Timey theater.
theater, and I loved it. It was a stage theater, and we went in, and it was tiny. I was like, oh yeah, we're good. And we go in, and there was like, so these guys paid more to get blood thrown all over them. You guys behind them, you're going to get covered in blood too.
Like, he's like, the people that paid for these 3 rows clearly don't care about their lives.
Mm-hmm.
The people behind them, you somewhat care about your life, but still not really.
And he was like, you see that guy in the very far corner? He's probably safe. So if you all want to get over there, you won't get blood on you. I'm like, I've not been excited.
You were so
I was
excited.
so fucking excited to be covered in blood. And this whole thing, I want to go see it again so badly. So they took both Evil Dead 1s, Evil Dead 1 and 2, and they made it into one musical. And, beforehand, he was like, before we start, I want to tell everyone that you will get blood on you. Especially everyone right here. Unless you go in that far corner, you're not going to get blood on you. But these people right here, you will get blood on you. Might be a little, might be a lot. So, when the night's over, don't write a bad review saying you got blood on you and no one warned you.
Yeah, it's very explicit about, please don't go on the internet and write us a bad review telling us that you got blood on you and you weren't supposed to.
Yeah. So it starts. The lights go down, everything like that. And I'm just
Giddy.
thinking about it.
You
I'm
were
still fucking
giddy.
giddy. I'm so fucking
It
excited.
was so
It's the
cute.
best fucking show in the world.
It was
It's-
really good.
And you saw the first one, so you had an idea of what was, like, as it progressed, you knew what was going on. The actors, actresses, everybody, they were perfect.
They were really good.
They
It
were
was
perfect. It was funny, witty. The songs were amazing.
It was campy, and it was perfect. It was a perfect renditional musical,
They play it all over the country.
and it's really good.
You have to, if you like this shit, go see it. If you don't like musicals, you will like this. It was phenomenal.
If you like musicals like a la Avenue Q and things like that, like these like the musicals that are supposed to be like
if you like funny, if you like funny songs like Flight of the Conchords or like Lonely Island, anything like that. If you like music and you like comedy,
These
and
like satirical musicals
it
are
was
really good.
so good. The songs were great. The acting was great.
They did a phenomenal job. It was really good. It was really, really good.
That's going to be a
Halloween
October tradition.
We should do that every year. It was really
or whenever
wonderful.
else it comes. Anytime it comes to town, I'm going to see it.
Okay.
I have to.
Okay.
But it's funny because like what they do is I thought like I saw pictures of people drenched. So I thought they had like buckets and they're throwing and they're like splatting them. Evidently, what it was is for this rendition, they had people under the stage poke hoses through and like squirt this red substance that stained everything.
And stained your skin pretty good. Like I was red for a couple of days.
Yeah, I went to a training and everyone was looking at me like I had like leprosy or some shit. I was like, it's okay, I think.
My scalp took 2 washes. Like I looked like I had like a rash underneath my hair.
I went in the shower afterwards and I'm washing my hair and it's just like looked like blood coming out of my hair. But like they're just squirting it. And I remember the first time they did it, they hit some guy right in the face because all you heard was like of liquid. And I was like, that lucky fucking bastard.
Those people in the very front row.
Yeah.
They looked like they were drenched.
Yeah, and I was watching sometimes they just point in the air and shoot it. So I know people all the way in the back row got fucking hit. It was awesome. We paid for the splatter zone. So we got white shirts with it writing on there.
That said I survived the Evil Dead musical, yeah.
And by the end we were just covered in this red blood. And God.
It was good. It was fun.
So good.
It was a lot of fun. It was a good Halloween thing to do.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
So.
Speaking of Halloween movies.
Yeah.
I hate streaming services.
Yes.
I hate streaming services because there are specific Halloween movies that I wanted to watch.
Right.
I wanted to watch Addams Family.
Right.
I wanted to watch Beetlejuice. And I wanted to watch Hotel Transylvania.
Which to be fair, Hotel Transylvania is streaming. The second one. Hotel 2. But the first one has never streamed on anything, which doesn't make any sense to me.
I watched it one time on like ABC Family or something like that, and I really liked it, and I wanted you to watch it. Nowhere.
Which I have my hesitations because it's a Adam Sandler movie.
Is it?
Yeah, the Dracula guy is Adam Sandler.
But it's an animated movie. But
yeah,
it's
I know,
so
but
good.
He annoys me.
So good. So no, why is Nowhere streaming Addams Family?
Here's the thing. They stream it until it gets to October, and then they take it off. I don't understand that.
It's so irritating.
Because I've seen Addams Family. I've seen Beetlejuice on these services.
Yeah.
And then they're gone.
For Halloween. The one time I really want to watch it. So I was just like... I went on an Amazon like Halloween movie shopping spree for DVDs. I'm like, we're buying all of them.
And so did I. And we sat down for Halloween to hand out candy. And you're like, I just bought all the DVDs. And I was like, did you now? And you looked at me and was like, you did too, didn't you? I was like, they're in my shopping cart.
I was like, take them out.
And I knew
I
that I should just wait.
Yeah, good.
I had that feeling.
I was like, take them out because I already pushed. Altogether, I bought all 3. I bought the first 3 Hotel Transylvania movies.
Right, because the fourth one's not out yet.
I bought Addams Family and Addams Family Values, which was a 2-pack.
Yeah.
And Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
And then I bought you a Halloween gift.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah. But those 3, that's 6 movies.
Yeah.
Cost like $32.
Yeah.
They were so cheap.
They weren't even Blu-rays. They were DVDs.
They're DVDs.
DVDs are cheap as shit.
Yeah.
anymore.
So I was like, you know what? F it. I'm buying all of them so that
That's
we have
what
them.
we need to do. The seasonal movies and the TV shows and all, we just need to have.
We have to have them because
we have most of them, to be fair. Like the Christmas ones, we have everything.
Yeah, we
that
have
I can
all
think
the Christmas
of.
ones.
We don't. We do have a Christmas Story, but I don't like the Christmas.
Yeah,
Story.
we have a Christmas Story. We have all the Home Alones. No, Christmas we got covered, but Halloween, like those kinds of movies, like my movies, I always expected them to stream, and they don't, and it's annoying. So, yeah, we bought all of them.
So that leads into Halloween.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about Well, I mean, it was fine. Like we had a good turnout.
Yeah, we had like so because we give out full size bars, I could tell you about the amount of people we had.
Yeah.
We gave out about 250 pieces of candy.
Yeah.
So about 250 kids, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was a nice turnout for Halloween.
A lot of good costumes.
We
Good.
We realize that you are not up
Okay.
to trend with your candy choices.
First of all, in my day, Reese's #1. Then you had Butterfingers that no one eats anymore. People stopped eating it around my time too, but my grandma loved it, so we just kept buying it. I don't know. I like Butterfingers. Snickers. It's a chocolate stuff. That's what most people liked. Hershey bars.
That's
chocolate
like
Hershey bars.
Plain milk chocolate bars.
M&Ms. That kind of stuff. So you pick up cookies and cream Hershey bars. Like, that shit's not going to... No one eats that
You're
shit.
like, nobody's going to like
no
it.
one wants a Hershey bar that doesn't have fucking chocolate in it.
I also
That
picked...
shit was the pop... That's... Everyone
Everybody
was like,
wanted
oh my
it.
God, they're my favorite. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you children?
And then I also picked up a thing of like Sour Patch Kids and Swedish Fish and
well,
stuff like
we
that.
know they go. We anytime there's like
Gummies.
or like our ring pops, they push
always
pops,
go.
they always go.
Yeah.
That I know. Anytime you have something like
Gummy
fruity
or
gummy
fruity,
or
yeah.
something like that, that's not chocolate or candy related like that.
Yeah.
It always
But
goes.
those cookies and cream... I told
that
you.
I don't. That was the popular thing. I don't know that. And I turned to you. I was like, well, I'm out. Like
I'm not cool anymore. That's what you said. I'm not
no,
cool.
no, I didn't say I wasn't cool anymore. I was like, these aren't my. This isn't my generation of
candy
people.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I knew it too. I was like, I'm gonna get these.
like
They're
everyone,
like-
no one took any of the Reese cups.
They did at
Not
the
at
end
first.
of the night, but yeah.
At the end, because that's all we had. We had 2 boxes of Reese cups that no one even
Yeah.
fucking took. I'm like, holy fuck, what's wrong with you kids? And then some of the kids took the Milky Way. Oh, and Musketeers, 3 Musketeers. That's good candy. One person took a Milky Way, and I was like, he knows what he's doing.
No, he doesn't. Milky Ways are gross.
But yeah, that was weird to me.
Just a poor man's Snickers. That's what Milky Way is.
No, it's not.
It's a Snickers without the peanuts.
No, it's not.
Then what is it?
It's so much better. It's got more proportion. It's way more caramely. The nougat is softer.
It's a Snickers without the peanuts, babe.
Whatever.
It's a poor man's Snickers.
No, it's not. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. You have terrible taste, and so do the kids.
So
but-
does everybody but you.
The highlight of the night was this kid in a Porky Pig fucking costume.
Yeah.
So you're inside, and I have the candy, and I hear... I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? And then around the corner, because we have our fence, around the corner hobbles this kid in a Porky fucking Pig. I'm like, this kid doesn't even know who Porky Pig is. I'm sure.
Porky Pig blow up.
Blow up Porky Pig. And his legs are rubbing like old corduroys, which no one knows about anymore. And it's just shh, shh, shh. But the highlight of it is with those blow up ones, the head bobbles back and forth. And I could not stop laughing at this kid. It was the best fucking thing ever. That I had to go, and I found it on Amazon. I didn't buy it, but I'm going to. And like every time, like I kept seeing him. Like he'd walk around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And like I'd hear it, and I was like, oh, Porky Pig's coming, and then I just see the head bobbling back and forth.
All
and it
the
was
blow-up
amazing.
costumes are so funny because of that. The head bobs.
Yeah, but most people are in the dinosaur ones.
Mm-hmm.
But the Porky Pig one is just so perfect because his head's so huge that it just bobbles.
It was so
loved
fun.
it.
It was hilarious.
That made my night.
It was so funny. I'm also glad to see, one, I saw more Harry Potter costumes than previous years, and more witch costumes.
Yeah.
I was really happy about that.
Our neighbor, what is it, niece? What, the little girl?
Her
Whatever.
granddaughter.
There's a little girl that's the most adorable
She's
fucking...
so cute. She came and she talked to us this year. She
Yeah,
usually doesn't talk
She
to us.
hung out with us.
Yeah, she was so nice. I think that's actually their great-granddaughter.
I don't even know, but she's fucking adorable.
She's very cute. All their great-grandchildren are super adorable.
Yeah. Anything else for Halloween?
No, that was really it.
I was just happy that I could be there because I'm not always able
Yeah,
to make it.
you're working. You worked previous years, so Halloween was really nice.
Okay. So for Halloween, you got me a gift.
I did.
When we were in New York, we couldn't screencast the TV because it hated us. So we just watched whatever channel popped up first, and it was like classic TV. So what I ended up doing is watching a lot of the Munsters. I loved the Munsters as a kid, and I just stopped watching. Like I grew out of it maybe, or I just lost touch with it. But watching it there, I was like, oh my God, this show is golden. It didn't, like when you watch something you haven't seen in years, it doesn't age appropriately. To me, this is just like Major Dad. This is just as good. So you got it for me on DVD. And I've been watching it. That's the only thing I've been watching. Come home, put on the DVD, watch it. And it's been amazing.
Good.
We started off a little weak with it because it's a collector's edition, so it has the unaired episode, which is the pilot. And the pilot had some characters that weren't the same, like the actors. Excuse me. And, but more importantly, it was in color. Because Munsters is in black and white. Always has been in black and white. I've never seen it in color anywhere. They had a movie that was in color. Never saw it. So I don't, like, they're in black and white. I did not. I do not want to see that show in color. Munster was like blue.
Yeah.
Herman was blue.
They were all blue. All the Munsters were blue.
I think in the movie they later turned it where he's green and all. But no, I don't want to. Watching it in color ruined it.
Okay.
So I was like, we're not. I had to turn it off. I'm like, nope, we're skipping to the first episode. And we're watching it all in black and white. And it's so much better in black and white.
Well, good.
So
I'm glad that you like your Halloween present.
yeah, unexpected, but extremely enjoyable.
Good.
And then that's the plan for next year for the Halloween costume.
Yes.
All I gotta do is make a head thing.
Gotta see if I can get a wig that I'm not allergic to.
Why? Just straighten your
Or I
hair
could yeah, that's true.
and put some white hair paint or something.
White
in there.
hairspray, yeah. Could do that.
And all I need is a suit jacket, a bigger suit jacket, and build me some platform shoes.
That's it.
And then because it's in black and white, I want to paint our skins gray tone, everything gray tone.
That's fine.
So it's like we walked right out of a TV show and we're in black and white. It's a little reminiscent for you, isn't it?
You're a jackass. Continue, please.
So yeah. Also, with this Spawn thing, I think I'm just gonna sell it.
I was like,
I know. I
you
haven't
bought
done
all the
it. I
stuff to
know.
be spawned.
I
You
know.
never did it.
RetroCon next year, I'm selling it.
Okay.
Sell for $300.
It's a really nice spawn mask. I'm
Yeah.
sure you could sell it.
Well, I mean, that's what it's going for. I paid less because I got in early, but I'll sell it. Someone will buy it. I might finish the costume and put it on like a stand so it's all on display, and then someone can just buy the whole fucking thing. It's already put together for them.
Nice.
So we'll see. What else? So Haslab has been putting out stuff. They did the Unicron. They did Cookie Monster, which failed. They did a bunch of other things. Sentinel. They did Galactus. Now they're doing Rancor from Star Wars.
Yes.
But they're doing it in 6 scale, like for the 6-inch figures, or 12 scale 6-inch figures.
Yes.
So he's huge. But they're doing a proton pack from Ghostbusters. It's from the Afterlife, the new movie coming out. But, I mean, it just is an old-looking proton pack from the movie. So, I'm officially backing that.
Okay.
All in all, it's going to be kind of expensive. But I want to do a nice display for it.
Okay.
I gotta buy the wand that goes with it. It doesn't come with the wand; it's just the pack.
Okay.
And then I want to mount it on the wall. I want to get plexiglass and dye the plexiglass green and cut it so it looks like goo, and then mount it on there and
Nice.
backlight it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that. I mean, I did back Unicron, but then backed out of that. So we'll see if I keep it, but I think I will.
It's up to you.
It's cheaper than Unicron.
Okay.
Not by that much, but it's cheaper. Trying to think what else. Oh, so I had classes this week, right? I had to take classes. And today, one of the guys was like, we were talking about TV. I get there early. This guy gets there early. And then the teacher was there. And he was like, the teacher was talking about Friends. She's like, I love watching Friends. I just watch it over and over again. It's part of my anxiety thing. I know what's going to happen. And
I do
it's
the same.
comforting.
I do the
yeah,
same
I know.
thing.
You're riddled with anxiety. And you watch the same fucking things over and over again. And he was like, you know what you know what I like? And I didn't even know it was streaming. I was just going through Netflix, and I stumbled upon it. And I looked at him, and I was like, was it Major Dad? And he was like, it's Major Dad. And I was like,
What
oh
is
my
going
God.
on in the world?
And then we were immediately friends. And
You made a bestie today. Cute.
I was like, oh my God, I knew you were going to say that clearly. And I was like, because I did the same thing. And I was like, and then we explained to her what Major Dad was, because no one knows what it was. And it was
Adorable.
It was amazing.
Adorable.
Amazing.
That you and this random man bonded over this terrible 80s show.
It's not terrible. It holds up. Like if you sat down and watched it, it's still funny because I haven't seen those episodes.
I mean, it's enjoyable, but it's enjoyable in like a campy 80s, 90s TV show way. And like the stories are good.
The stories are good. It's a good look. You have terrible taste. We went over it already. Look, it's a good show. It's a great show. It's the best show. But yeah, it was so funny. I was like, oh my God, I knew it. Like I just knew it. It was great.
So cute.
Guys, go out and watch Major Dad. It's worth it. We during this class, we were asked about self-care. What do you do
Oh, dear Lord.
for self-care? And they didn't ask me,
Probably for the best.
but I wrote 3 things down:
What were the 3 things?
art,
Okay.
collecting,
Okay.
and the podcast.
Okay.
There's other things. There's working out, which is one of the more important ones for me. But I was thinking, when it comes down to art and collecting, I enjoy painting. I enjoy drawing. But I hate doing it. I like the outcome. Not many artists are that way. None of them are. But I hate the process. I enjoy the outcome.
You like the product, not the
Yeah,
process.
I hate fucking doing it.
Okay.
Collecting. I like the things. I don't like the stress that comes with it. Organizing, like getting it to look right. Fighting to get the product. Because sometimes
Because it stresses you out,
stresses me out. The price, all this other stuff. And I was thinking to myself, like, this isn't self-care. This is like doing just as much damage. If I didn't do this stuff, I would be in the same place because it adds stress. So does the stress equal?
I think so. I think you get a more enjoyment than stress.
I don't know. So, okay, so I got the Hordak, right? I got 2 Hordaks because I'm going to fucking sell one. He looks great.
Yes.
But when I look at him, I'm not wowed. Maybe because he's got wobbly knees, and for as much as I paid for him, he shouldn't have wobbly knees. But I'm not like
Where's Hordak from?
He-Man.
Okay.
You know I'm a big He-Man fan. I like Hordak. I like Stinky Skunk and I like Panther
That's it.
and Skeletor, just because he rides Panther. But yeah, I know Marshall had to tell me all about him. I knew nothing. I had the toy. My brother had the toy that I inherited when he didn't want to play with it anymore. So I was like, oh, he's fucking awesome, and he's from my childhood. He was right along with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when I played with him.
Mm-hmm.
So I have connection to him, but maybe because he's not in the right display, the right lighting. So we'll see. But I'm not, like, this stuff definitely stresses me out. Maybe I need to find better hobbies. Like
what?
I don't know.
I think getting
Raising
to
cockatoos.
I think that getting to the product is I think you need to learn to get less stressed by it.
Well, I'm not. It's not that I'm stressed. It's more like disappointment. Because, like, there's an ongoing argument, especially in, like Bobby's community, like he talks about. It's the buying versus having. Like, do you enjoy the hunt or do you enjoy the product? And, like, I get more, what's the word? Not euphoria, maybe. I get more pleasure out of pre-ordering the stuff. And then when I get it in hand, it's not as great.
I don't think you get enjoyment out of the deal or the obtaining. You don't like the hunt itself.
Right, I hate the hunt. But, like, the idea of pre-ordering something and, like, the idea of, I'm going to get it. But then when I get it, it's kind of like...
You like the anticipation.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a cool figure. I just have to get used to it. I don't know. But like I was saying, like, same with art. It stresses me out. But I like doing it? I don't know.
Maybe you like that stress. I mean, it's good stress.
Is it good stress?
I think sometimes it's good stress and sometimes it's bad stress.
No, it's great stress because I stress and I get these beautiful pieces of artwork done, and then I have people knocking down my door to buy it and hang it up.
Oh, my gosh.
Wait, no,
stop
it's
it.
sitting in the basement. I don't know. Why do we do anything?
Oh, my gosh. Don't do that.
We're going into existential crisis mode.
Stop it.
Why? Why anything?
Stop
Why
it.
this?
Stop
Why
it.
that?
Okay, we're gonna stop
No,
before
this is my bag. You know how many books I got on existentialism? That was made for me. Anyway, all right, fine. We'll move on. So we're almost done.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing, I was listening to Bobby again, and they brought up a question. And it was more about, like, brands you like, brands you don't like, things like that in, like, the Transformer community and all. But they asked Laura this question. It's just about something like this. They asked, is there anything in the collection that you look at and you're like, why do you have this? Or why would you spend this much money on this? Look around. Do you have that feeling for any? Like, why do you have this? What?
You want to ask me that question?
Yes, I want to know. You already have an answer.
God, I would have.
Most would go for the Barbie, but it's clear.
No, I'm not going for the Barbie. I very much know why you spend that much money on the Barbie.
That wasn't that expensive. It was $35.
I think my main one would be the Wuzzles.
The Wuzzles?
Wuzzles.
Okay, well,
because the Wuzzles are like, I understand the Ninja Turtles. I understand, like, all the other figurines. I understand the Muppets even. I don't understand the Wuzzles. The Wuzzles are just this little bit of randomness that is just, it's too random.
Babe, I
It's-
got a lot of fucking randomness down
you
here.
do.
That's all I have.
You do, but the Wuzzles are the most
'cause-
confusing.
Because they're, would you dare say, girly?
No, I'm not going to say girly. I think, so you have a lot of stuff that's childish, clearly.
They're all toys, so
Yes,
yeah, ding ding.
they're all toys, but they're all like a certain age range of toys. Like age range being like not toddler, you're like elementary school toys. You have a lot of elementary school toys.
Yeah.
Wuzzles are toddler toys. You do not have a good amount of toddler toys. Like toddler toys.
I have a garage full of those fucking
Yes,
things.
but those are things you got from your parents. You didn't spend like outside funds
right.
to purchase them. You spent outside funds
Lots of funds
So-
on getting that first
to get
series.
the Wuzzles. So I think for me,
That's
the
fair.
Wuzzles are my like what the hell and why. I'm not gonna. They are
That's fair.
cute, but
Okay,
like
so
they're
here's the thing.
confused.
Here's the thing. I had the little PVC vinyl toys growing up, of most of them. I didn't, like I said before, I didn't know there were stuffed animals. But I had these, and I played with them for way longer than toddler. Like they were in with the like they were played with. They were toys. They got just as much love as the Ninja Turtles. And soon as I knew they existed, like as a little kid, I was like, these are the coolest fucking things in the world. You take two animals and you just squish them together, and voila, it's awesomeness. So I knew at a very young age, I'm in love with these fucking things. So when I was going through eBay and all trying to collect the little figures, that's when I found out they had fucking stuffed animals. I was like, oh, fuck me, we're in. But yeah.
I think that is my only.
I guess
like,
that is, and I mean, like, well, you understand, but I have the Rainbow Dash figure.
yeah, I understand that, and I understand everything else, but the Wuzzles just.
That's true. That would be the only thing that doesn't really belong.
Exactly. Like that's like the thing that like I question, but everything else stands. Like it all makes sense.
Okay, that's good. I didn't even think of the Wuzzles.
Nothing
Again because they're perfect.
And that's the one thing that I go,
Oh,
why would you spend so much money on this?
Maybe the what the fuck are the Woodsies?
The Woodsies and the Wuzzles.
The Woodsies and the Wuzzles.
Because those are, again, even the names, they're just such like they're toddler toys versus like.
Just wait till I bring out the potato head kids and the Care Bear stuff.
Oh my God, stop it! But
mean-
again, that
I mean,
stuff's from your childhood.
Deadpool is riding in a Care Bear car.
That is true, but again, it stands. It's Deadpool. So like, but the Woodsies,
Yeah.
Woodsies and Wuzzles.
That's fair.
Just like what? Okay,
That's fair.
and,
That was a good answer.
and yeah, like it was just a random thing that I was like, what the hell? Okay,
I need to find a place to display them proudly.
you should get like one of the hammocks that they have for stuffed animals
I like that. That's a good answer.
and put them.
Good answer. Good answer.
Thank you.
Where's Steve Harvey?
And put them in.
I like it. We can do. I can do.
put that in
Well, see,
that.
originally what I wanted to do is I'm gonna redo the Red Rider. The red. Is it Red Rider?
It's a Red Rider wagon. Yeah,
I have an old school
Red Rider
Red
wagon. Yep.
And I want to put stuffed animals in there. So my pet monster is going to go in there. And I was thinking maybe they can go in there, but I don't know if there's enough room.
No.
Because I want to fill it full of stuffed animals and just have it here. So
Yeah.
you can come down and you just see them. But I like the hammock. I really like the hammock idea. Because I can hang it from anywhere, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably hang it up from like right over there.
There
That's
you go.
good. That's real good. And that's
People
it.
use them for squishmallows.
Oh, okay.
That's how I know about them.
There was something else I was going to say.
That's
Shit.
fine.
No, it was important. What were we talking about? We were talking about Wuzzles.
Toys. You were listening to Bobby, and they asked
Yeah.
Laura that. Yeah, that's how we got here.
Yeah, but no, we were talking about the Wuzzles specifically.
I don't know. Just move on.
There's nothing else.
Okay.
That is it. Oh, I also have a vast collection of not a vast, but like I have like 4 boxes of old school Valentine's cards.
I'm sure.
Like I'm looking at the Sonic the Hedgehog right now. He's winking at me.
I think I got you that.
No, you didn't.
No, you
I got off
that.
eBay.
Oh, okay.
I got him. I got Bucky O'Hare. There's a Chip and Dale one that's on eBay that I want, but I haven't gotten it yet.
Okay.
I'm thinking about moving that curio over here
Okay.
because
I like this corner though.
I do too, but I need another. I can't take that upstairs. I need another one down here because these 2 are going to be filled with Egyptian,
Oh.
and I need something for my other 12-inch figures for Hordak, Spider-Man,
Okay. Well, I don't
Butcher.
know. You'll
So,
figure it out.
All right. I think that's. It's going to annoy me what I forgot.
That's okay. You'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah. But all right. I think that's it.
That's it.
You
for
got anything else?
Nope. That's it for this one.
No words of wisdom.
You went to mindfulness.
Always wipe your butthole. That shit gets dirty.
Mistakes are inevitable, but learning from them is endless.
Especially if you're a fuck up.
God, shut up.
It's true. All right, guys. Thank you for listening. If you want to send us an email, which only one of you do, shadedcornermedia@gmail.com. Instagram is shaded_corner. That's it, right?
Email,
Did
Instagram.
we're rusty. We haven't done it in 3 weeks.
We have a phone number, but you haven't told people about that yet.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do it. The only person going to call. Look, Kyle, you're the only one calling in. So
You don't know that.
you have our number.
We should give other listeners the
Are
opportunity.
you able to leave voicemails on that?
Yes.
I think that's something we need to look into.
Okay. You can leave voicemails. You
Just
can send text
have
messages.
the number. We can talk about when. What's it go? I don't.
It
You'll
goes-
explain to me
Okay.
off air. So what I'm thinking is we could also do like a voicemail,
Leave us a voicemail.
and then we can just play the voicemail,
Okay.
and it can be as fucking wild,
Crazy as you want to
possible.
be. Yep.
But I don't know. Like I don't know if a call-in show is going to do anything.
All right.
I think we're pushing ourselves further than what we need to. Like the whole Patreon thing, I did all that shit, and there's no point.
Okay.
We never
Well-
ended up. Don't move it along. Hand signals. Okay, I don't need that.
You're rambling. Let's go.
That's what this podcast is. It's just a way for me to ramble and have people made to listen. And if they don't listen, I don't know. How do I know? I just assume that everyone in this world has been
Babe,
forced to
we're
listen
done.
to
You're
the
fine.
diarrhea that comes out of my mouth.
We're done now. We love you. Have a great week. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Sometimes when the world is so sunny and people are a bore, I go to my shaded corner, my shaded corner. A place with all my favorite toys and games and movies and more. I go to my shaded corner, my shaded corner.
Ew. Squirted all over the place. Yeah, because it got on my equipment. Now my equipment's going to be all sticky.
I do like your sticky equipment.
It's a little weird because it's electronics. What are you looking for?
Phone charger.
Yeah, that's not down here anymore. I brought it upstairs because you used the...
Yeah, I know. It's fine. Whatever.
Is that mic off?
Yes.
Munsters got to kick in.
Okay. I'm waiting patiently. Puck, stop licking that. Why do you need to lick everything? Stop it.
Just like his dad.
Yep.
If it's dry, it must be licked. If it's wet,
It must be licked.
it must be licked. If it's not supposed to be licked,
It must be licked.
it must be licked. All right, you ready?
Yes.
I don't know.
I'm ready. I'm ready. You don't know what?
It's visually looking odd. I don't know why. But it's also because we haven't done this in fuck forever. So we're just going to go with it.
Are you fixing your mustache?
It's rubbing.
It's over the mic.
It's rubbing the microphone. My hair. Ready?
Looks good on you, though. Oh, my God. Stop doing that.
I can't help it.
Yes, you can.
I can't help it.
Yes.
No, I can't.
Yes.
I
you
can't
can.
and I shan't.
Oh, my God. Go ahead. I'm ready.
Are you?
Yes. Hi, Hobbsy. So attractive.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is this why everything gets knocked off the shelf, Hobbs?
Yep. 100%. I think you know the answer to that question.
Just so you can sniff.
Moosel.
Moose. I always forget his name. Because I think of a seahorse.
You and seahorses. He doesn't look anything like a seahorse.
He looks like a seahorse.
He looks like a seal with moose antlers.
He looks like a seahorse.
Moosel.
Caught myself. You're. But we all know who is.
Shut up.
All right. Will you do something, Hobbs?